Hello and welcome to Pick of the Week, where we look at the ever-shifting awards race and try to predict the winners. I'm Marc Malkin.
And I'm Jenelle Riley. This week we'll be looking at 3 of the top races at the Golden Globe Awards, which are happening January 5th. We have 2 Best Picture categories and Best Director.
Let's start with Best Motion Picture, Musical, or Comedy. The nominees are Dolomite Is My Name, Jojo Rabbit, Knives Out, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and Rocketman.
It's going to be Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Yeah, it's going to be Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. But if it's not Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, do you think there's any other movie that could kind of squeeze in there?
I would love for it to be Dolomite Is My Name. It's a true comedy. It's so well done. I know I predicted Leonardo DiCaprio for Best Actor. That was before Eddie Murphy hosted Saturday Night Live. I'm looking for any opportunity for Dolomite to break in, but the Globes voters want to predict what they think might win Best Picture at the Oscars, and the one with a shot here is Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Or if they go with another, very farcical comedy, is Jojo Rabbit.
Yeah, that actually might be the one with the best shot.
Yeah, but we both think it's Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Well, let's move on to Best Motion Picture Drama. The nominees are 1917, The Irishman, Joker, Marriage Story, and The Two Popes.
I don't know. What do you think? Yeah.
I think it's between The Irishman and Marriage Story.
I agree, yes.
And I think in the end it's going to be The Irishman.
I think in the end it might be Marriage Story.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is a tough one. It really is, because both movies have a lot of nominations.
Yes.
They're both well respected.
The thing about Irishman and Marriage Story, both of the directors and the cast, they are working it.
Yeah.
I mean, Marriage Story, Adam Driver has been out there.
Laura Dern
has been out there, and The Irishman, Martin Scorsese. I don't think I've ever seen him do so many interviews.
Yeah, he's really been working it.
He
Good
really
for him.
has.
It's fun to see him out there.
Yeah, but I do think it's going to be The Irishman.
You might be right, but I'm going to stick with Marriage Story just to make things interesting. The funny thing about Irishman versus Marriage Story is they're both Netflix. So we can't even say, oh, there might be a Netflix bias. The 2 movies that I think are really competing for this title are both from the same company.
Yep, Netflix is competing against Netflix. And finally, we have the very competitive Best Director race. The nominees are Bong Joon-ho, Parasite, Sam Mendes, 1917, Todd Phillips for Joker, Martin Scorsese, The Irishman, and Quentin Tarantino, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
What do you think?
Parasite.
Yeah, I think it's Bong Joon-ho. I think he's got so much momentum. The movie couldn't be nominated for Best Picture because it's in
the foreign category.
Yeah. The only thing is, I would not count out Scorsese or Tarantino.
No, I mean, again, this is a tough category. But I do think we're going to have a repeat of Roma last year with Alfonso Cuarón, won Best Foreign Language and then won Best Director. I think we're going to have that again.
They do sometimes make, decisions that don't match up with Oscar. I remember the year Inarritu won for Birdman. He did not win the Golden Globe, but that was also kind of unforeseen at that point that Birdman was going to sweep. I think right now there's so much momentum on Parasite. It's the one that everyone loves. I don't think anyone has a problem with. I think Tarantino and Scorsese might, siphon votes from each other.
I was just going to say, sort of cancel each other out.
Yeah, and who doesn't love Bong Joon-ho? Honestly.
I know. I mean, we're in love with him here at Variety.
So much. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Pick of the Week. You can follow me on all the socials at Jenelle Riley.
And follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Marc Malkin. Happy New Year, everybody. Bye.
Confetti.
Woo, confetti. See ya.